Really quick video, won't waste your time. I'm gonna get right to the point. Can you carry an iPhone 13 and not buy the iPhone 15 at this point in the cycle of iPhones? Not everybody has enough money to just get the latest phone every time. So I don't see too many videos comparing the two and talking about can you get a basic phone for the basic user, just everyday user, and carry the 13 instead of the 15. So the main differences are 15 USB-C. That's a big deal if you want to get data off the iPhone. If you like the compatibility with the USB-C, then you're going to want to go iPhone 15. If it's not a big deal to you, iPhone 13 is just fine. The iPhone 13 has a SIM card tray. If you have a physical SIM card and for whatever reason that's important to you, iPhone 13 is for you. The 15 has an eSIM and does not have a physical SIM card tray. 15 has a dynamic island instead of a notch at the top, so adds a little bit of a different experience, not really that much of a different look, in my opinion. So if you don't care about dynamic island, again, 13 is just fine. The camera on the 15 is definitely an upgrade. I won't go into all the details because there's tons of YouTube channels that compare really good details on the different options for the camera, but just know if the camera is something that's super important to you, if you do social media, anything like that, and every single option is important to you, then the iPhone 15 is what you want to go with. In terms of longevity, if you want to have the longest kind of inclusion into the update cycle for iPhone, obviously getting the iPhone 13 you're going to be taken out of that cycle sooner than the iPhone 15. Obviously, it's a earlier phone. So if longevity is important to you in terms of not getting updates from Apple anymore or um, something else that pops up with Apple and they just don't support that phone anymore, you might want to think about saving up and getting the iPhone 15. The last thing I'll say in terms of iPhone 13 versus iPhone 15 is actually throwing in the iPhone 15 Plus in there. One of the biggest things now, the iPhone 15 Plus is larger physically. I think it's 6.7 inches, but the iPhone 15 Plus has an excellent battery life. So if battery life and camera are, if those two things are really big deals for you, then I would definitely try to upgrade and save the money to get that next level up. So um, if you're the average user and you want to save some money, you can't afford to get the iPhone 15. There's no shame in that. And yes, you can if you just want to have a nice iPhone that functions well and does the everyday things, iPhone 13 is perfectly capable. If those other things I talked about are important to you, then figure out a way to save that money up and upgrade. So pretty easy choices, I think. Just know what kind of a user you are and what you're going to be doing with the phone. I wouldn't have any problem carrying the 13. I actually just bought a 15 Plus just for my own purposes, but I came from the 13 and I like both phones. So hope that's helpful just for very quick everyday user type of review of each phone. And I don't think you go wrong either way. Just depends on what works for you.